Hey everybody, what's happening? Son of a Silver Stacker here. In today's numismatic news and information for the 16th day of November, 2021, I'd like to welcome you to join me at JM Bullion so we can look at the live spot prices as well as the in and out of stock silver. Gold up $7.47 to 18.8054. Silver up 9 pennies to 25.31. Platinum up $8.83 to 11.1347, and palladium up $7.25 to 22.0225. Now look at this, the in-stock silver's at 442. We were at 450 to 451 yesterday, so we're about an 8 or 9 draw on that particular product. Now we have about 13 tabs to go through here today, so I'm going to make it kind of quick on most of them. Next stop is the United States Mint, and we're going to look at the bullion sales for the month of October and November. So let's go right down here. We have October, November. Slide on over here. We have 928,500 already reported minted for the first half of November. Now, if we recall, this time last month in October, this number was only at about 476,000, and then they added about 500,000 after that. So this number is definitely going to be a lot higher, at least seems to be, than this one once they report the final numbers for November. Now, our next stop here is the cumulative sales figure, and I'm going to look at product 21R. And what those are is the limited edition silver proof set, the birth set, happy birthday set, congratulations set. But I want to focus on these three here at the bottom, the proof set, silver proof set, and the uncirculated set. And I want to focus on the adjusted net demand because that's really telling quite the story here this morning. And these are the latest sales reports coming out 11/4. That was 2 days ago. So this came up early this morning. So we're going to compare and contrast these numbers here with what Mike Unzer's compiled here on November 11 on coinnews.net. And it's remarkable. Now, here are the weekly U.S. Mint top sellers for the week ending November 7. Now, a week later, that's these numbers here. So let's go ahead and look at the 2021 proof set. We're at 416,377 sets sold as of 2 days ago. So remember that number, 416,377. This one's at, wow, 398,358. So it looks like it sold 16,000 sets. Did it double? Is that right? I don't even know. It's remarkable. Honestly, my brain just shut off when I saw that kind of sales. I was like, okay, that's a lot. That's all I know. And next thing I wanted to talk about is the silver proof set. Now, the last sales were 251, 122. Well, I mean, that's the latest. We're 251, 122. Look at that. 245, 931. So 245, 931. I mean, that's pretty amazing, those sales, because last time it was 3,000. This time it looks like it's going to be even greater than that. So remarkable pickup in the amount of sales happening at the mint for the proof set and the silver proof set. Now, one thing I wanted to definitely bring up to you is that 2021 uncirculated coin set. Now, the numbers are actually still dropping for this particular set, and I don't know why, and it doesn't make any sense, but we do know that it started out at about 208,000 pieces that were minted, at least available in the product available page under the view page source. Well, 45,000 are missing, right? So that leaves 163,991-ish, around that ballpark figure. But look at this. Last time this did this for the, let me go ahead and go here, and uncirculated sets. So they lost 304 last time, 164, 362, and if I go back to that uncirculated numbers, 163,991. So it's still dropping precipitously. And I don't know if it's going to drop under 160,000. It easily could. And I have been told by the Mint on their Facebook page that they will be bringing back this particular product sometime at the end of this month. But, you know, that may or may not happen. But one thing I do want to bring up while I'm talking about this particular set and these mintage numbers is 163,991. And I'm going to go to the Wikipedia page for the United States Mint uncirculated set or mint set. And to get these numbers, well, it isn't those from 1947 to 1958, but it's right here between 1959 and 1958 that this set's mintage lies at 100 and what did I say? 63,991. And it could easily drop below that. But even if it does drop below that, it won't get near any of these because, well, those have already sold and they're already in the hot little hands of collectors, dealers, and flippers. And like I said, anything close to this is just, you know, it's going to be 1959 or 2020. Because 2020, let's go down to the correct date here. This is through 2010. We've got to keep on keeping on here. Here we go. 500, 390, 376, 345, 314. And you can see that the interest in these is dropping as time goes on, right? So 296, 286, 257. Then it bumped up here in 2019 to 346, and I believe that was because of the West Point Lincoln cent, right? And then this one last year, 211, 787. That's incredible. And that one is actually going for a decent price on eBay. Now, let's talk about the Morgan and Peace dollars, because I think that's really one of the most important things this year and going forward next year. So, well, actually, gosh, there's so much to talk about. Like I said, there's like how many 13 tabs? Okay, well, let's just go straight to the Morgans. Morgan silver dollar with the privy mark, and this is 11/14/2021. And look at that, would you? 170,089. And would these possibly become, keep falling off? Absolutely. Absolutely. And it seems like to me the Morgan dollar with the CC privy mark may be the first one to drop under 170,000. Now, last week's loss was 48. This last one I want to show you here. What is it? 172.18. So 172.18 that lost 40 some. So it would probably have to go 2 more weeks at least to drop below that 170,000 mark. But that's still quite remarkable. And look at the peace dollars, still solid numbers for the rest of them. I think the O privy mark, it could get close to this one's mintage numbers. But if you go to eBay and you try and pick these up still, look at the sales for these Morgan silver dollars. $160. I think the peace dollar and that's the Morgan CC privy marks, $160. So it's just under doubling what the mint sold it to you, because it would be 170 if it was double and then the shipping. And the peace dollar right now is about 130 to 120, depending on how you can pick it up or with the shipping and all that stuff. So definitely the CC is where it's at. And if you can, it looks like the whole set is where it's at as well, especially if you get it in a Mint State 70. Wow, that's a payday for you. And even the Mint State 69s are selling for about 1,000 less than this, so about $800 for an MS69. Yep, there you go. There's your MS69s, 850. So you make 1,000 more with a better grade, and that's dispersed over 6 coins, that $1,000. It's quite remarkable, really. Now I'm 7 minutes in. Now let's keep talking about the Morgan and Peace dollars, because if you go here to JM Bullion and you try and pick these up right now, some of them are add to cart, no problem, at $150, and they charge you for shipping, and then so that's about right for the CC. But what are they charging for the CC? Well, actually, you can't get the CC at JM Bullion; it's out of stock, as well as the whole complete 6-coin set from 2021 that includes the peace dollar. That's remarkable. So it looks like the high demand item is the CC and the set, as well as, well, I think the peace dollar. But these ones not going for as much. But look at this. Out of all of them, this one is $5 more than the rest. Check that out. Interesting, isn't it? Also, gosh, I wanted to also show you about the silver bullion type 1 and type 2 American Silver Eagles from this year. And the spread between the type 1 and the type 2 is closing. Remarkably, it used to be $6 to $5. And now that silver price is going up, the premium and the spread is closing in on that gap. And it's about $4 now in between the type 1 and type 2 American Silver Eagle from 2021. I tell you, there's a lot of stuff going on. Last thing I want to show you here is AppMex before my +1. Did you hear the whistle? I did. Now, this is the pre-sales. Now, check this out. Available December 1st, 2021. Not too bad. And that is the next one here. Available December 26th. And that has got the FDI and the black label. So interesting there. And this one's also available December 26th, December 1st, and December 1st. Interesting, isn't it? There's later on. But that's okay. They're probably still buying them up on eBay and then getting them graded and selling them, because I've seen people on eBay, if you go through here, they've sold 16 in the last 24 hours. So somebody is buying them up and then reselling them, because, well, let me see. Ended recently 350. Is there a 310 or a 300 in here? I'm probably on a wild goose chase right now. And probably shouldn't go any further with this. Oh, look at that. 2 coins in hands. So that's at least 150, 155 each, right? So not too great. You would expect these to go for a little bit more. And if you are interested in following the value of these Morgan and Peace dollars, check out Gen X Collectible. He's got an awesome spreadsheet that he's working on that he's tracking these dollars. And I'd actually like to see if these prices went up now that we know that the 2022s have been made known in the schedule. So over here to my plus one today, and it is self-control is a direction, not a destination. Why do we want an Oompa Loompa now? Why can't we wait to have one? What does it mean when we can't control our words and or thoughts? And does that mean we won't be able to control our actions as well? So we need to practice self-control and discipline every day, right? And I got an activity for you that I'd like to share with you. And there's something at the bottom here. It says Proverbs 16:32 says, a person who is slow to anger is probably stronger or better than a warrior. And the person that controls their temper is greater than one who can capture a city. Think about that. You got to be pretty mighty to capture a city, right? Anyway, that's that. But listen, I want to take you here. And this is a great little site. This is Pathway to Success. And this is for kids, but it works for adults too, because really we were taught self-control as children. And if you weren't, well, maybe your teacher had maybe do a better job next time around or something. But look, I want to show you these. These are 12 games, and I'm going to leave a link in the description. These are 12 games to practice self-control, and you can use them for yourself. You can use them for the kids. You know, here they are. There's Simon Says. You remember that game, right? Freeze, you know, don't move, stoplight. Those are all self-control games. And, you know, if you didn't learn that action, there's still time. So here's some games to try. There's Jenga, Self-Control Speedway, Blurt, Guard Duty. But this is the one I wanted to show you right here. Social problem solving board game. No, it's not. It was this one here. Social control task cards. That's what I wanted to show you. And there's a picture here. And you can make these up yourself. There's a self-control questions to consider. So this one top here on the left says, someone tells you that basketball is the best sport, but you think they are wrong. What should you do? Right? So that's pretty simple, right? They gave you a subjectively worded comment, right? And that's neither here nor there because that's their opinion, right? That's how they feel about it. And we should respect those opinions. So if we start thinking about these things before they even happen, we'll have an answer. So we don't have to think about it and have a knee-jerk reaction or emotional reaction or a feeling reaction. We can have a thoughtful, well thought out. That's the same thing. That's redundant, isn't it? So we can have a thoughtful response is what I'm trying to say. Look at this one. It says, during work time, you want to get up and talk with a friend. What should you do, right? Maybe practice a little self-control. Maybe see if they're playing around at their desk too. Maybe you can go hang out then. But if they're diligently working, keep it to yourself. Now, this says here, you don't like the partner you're working with in science. What should you say? So there's lots of good stuff there, folks. Lots of good scenarios. And those cards can actually be made into a game that you can play at your house. What should you do? You know, those little scenarios that we create are so easily played out in real life, and we live through them every day. What would you do? You seen that TV show? Anyway, folks, listen, I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, please subscribe to the channel. It's free. And also, if you'd like to make a donation, I would be very grateful, very thankful. And I appreciate you, definitely. Son of a Silver Stacker, out.